Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Brotherhood. I'm Ryan. This is Fishing Planet. Happy Monday to you all. I'm down here in Texas here in the morning before we go to Florida. The plan is to go to Florida this week. I'm excited to go to Florida, check it out. I've never fished in the Everglades before. My goal is to catch that peacock bass. Now, whether we catch it or not remains to be seen. Whether I have enough gear or enough money to do it remains to be seen. But I did want to show you something. I want to show you something right down here. If you notice, I'm not using my green shamrock. I don't think is my cursor even captured? I don't think my cursor's even captured. Is it captured now? I don't think so. Anyway, so you notice in my hand there, I have the same spinning rod I've used for a while, my ultralight there. But I've changed the reel. I've gotten rid of the St. Patrick's Day reel. I've gone with the original, or the old reel I used, the old spinning reel I used to use. And now you're going to notice that the experience gain is back where it should be, because that is exactly what was going on. And we talked about this last week. There's always this happy Easter. We're recording this on Sunday, so you're getting it on Monday. We're recording it on Sunday. But so happy Easter to you all. Because the gear, we sort of theorized on this, so I was testing it today. The gear was too high. Using a rod, the rod was fine, but the reel was rated too high for Texas, which was docking your experience, because it was just basically too easy to catch fish. Which I understand the mechanic, but it would be better if it was more clearly recognized. Like at the inventory screen, if it would just say, just like it says, this weight is optimized, or this is too light for this pole. It won't cast as far or something like that. Just a little thing that says you're going to have, I don't know where you would put it, because it's not going to be reduced experience everywhere. In Texas, in Florida, it'll probably be fine. But obviously here in Texas, the low-level areas that'll go. Maybe it just says, maybe something down in the bottom of the screen or something, it just would say, that was a pretty big spotted bass, not to mention that. I got 14 pounds, almost 15 pounds in the keep net right now. Basically just was grinding some money this morning when I caught that, and I thought, well, let's go ahead and talk about that. Just using a silver casting spoon with a 2-hook, and some really early gear here. This is going to become my Texas rig, I guess. What I would like to buy, though, at some point is a spinning. I know I was in the middle of a different thought, but one of the things I would like to buy, I think maybe before we go, is a spinning rod, higher level spinning rod, so that I can use that St. Patrick's Day reel as a spinning reel, instead of just as a float rig, which is those are the type of rods that we got from St. Patrick's Day. So, and I don't necessarily want to buy a new one. I don't want to spend any extra of my real money on it, but just make sure that you're catching during peak times, and you're fishing during peak times, and you're getting the most bang for your buck, and money seems to be becoming a little bit easier than it used to. Because of that, I think your mileage may vary, of course. I still haven't done much in the way of research when it comes to what we need to do for Florida. We're going to go in pretty much sight unseen, so you guys that are experts, you guys know what I'm prepared for, or know what I'm up for. But if I was going to make some early predictions here, I would say that we're going to have only a few spots to fish from. It just seems to be the way with the higher level things. The higher level we go, the less finished the lakes tend to be. I could be way wrong though, because I do know that they put an emphasis on Florida by adding a few new species of fish and so forth. So hopefully I'm wrong. But we will see. Oh, poor Preston broke his line. Just looking at the chat down at the bottom. Overall, pretty excited to do some Fishing Planet this week. Last week's videos did really well. Thank you for all those who checked them out and subscribed and hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button. It's helpful to tell people to know that these videos are worth watching, and that's what I want to do. Just let people know we're having a good time here. Pretty excited on the simulator front and the water front. Less than 10 days, we'll be able to start doing some sail away simulator, which I'm excited for. I know I've talked about that in the past, about owning a sailboat, and sort of a secret hobby of mine. Oh, there's a fish down there. I know there is. I see it. Maybe there wasn't. I don't know. Looked like there was. And Sail Away Simulator is going to be huge. Real-time weather. Real-time weather. Covers all of the world's oceans, or at least most of the world's oceans. Can play with real players. Or play with multiple crew members in the same boat, or you can have different boats racing each other. I don't know. I'm kind of like trying to hem my expectations a little bit because it's going to be really early on in their development still, and they're out of alpha, and this is sort of their early access / beta phase, and they're still working on basic game mechanics before they still start adding a lot of actual features. So, but if the game works half as well, is what it looks like it does, with the intention of working, of adding to it and building to it and updating it, then I'm game, man. I'm excited. Oh, there we go. There's a fish. Pulled it right out of the water. I'm excited. This is going to put us over 15 pounds. And, it's just 10 experience instead of 4. So we're going to keep... I wonder why my taskbar just popped up. I know it's kind of annoying, though. One more cast. Another thing we're going to move on. My plan here for today's episode is to essentially, when we leave here, take the money we've earned here and buy all the stuff we need to essentially go to Florida. And just sort of tabulate the cost and get ready to go. Because you gotta play when you can stay. And because today's Easter Sunday and we are incredibly busy, today is not that day for me. So I will be able to actually respond to your feedback this week because I'm not going to record them all in bulk. The plan is to go to Florida on Tuesday night to have them up for Wednesday and Friday. And actually may just slip an extra one in on Thursday. Getting a lot of extra videos on the channel this past 2 weeks. Mainly because I'm having fun playing the games I'm recording. So Black Mesa, I'm having fun playing through that. I've got a Civilization 6 game. I'm having a lot of fun with Alexander. So as long as I'm having fun playing and recording is adding to the experience for me or the enjoyment of the game for me. Oh, there we go. That was a weird hook set. He grabbed it as I just pulled it up. Must be a crappie. Yep. 14 XP for that. Isn't that crazy? That's big. That's more than we got for that bass. Can we? Okay. There we go. See, we're halfway through level 18 already because we've done that. Now, let's go ahead and fast forward to 7 o'clock. Time. Forward time. There we go. I wonder if I can get that to go away by clicking that. Nope. Okay. I was just trying to get rid of that bar. Oh, the fog has rolled in. Check it out. That's cool. I bet that looks like I bet that looks terrible on YouTube. It looks so dark. Oh, man. That's alright. Trust me, guys. It's there. It's there. Yeah, so the plan is to go to Florida. Oh, there we go. Got a little something, something. A little something, something. Definitely makes those casting bars stand out. Oh, keep the tension up. Plan is to go on Friday, or Tuesday, excuse me. Tuesday night, so be able to go and spend some time there. So that brings us to the next question. I've got a lot of people asking if we want to go fishing together, and I've said it on here several times. And I set up, hit me up on Twitter, which is a big thing. Subscriber and often commentator, I guess. It's a good hand. Has requested several times. I went and set up a public Discord. Put down below. I haven't checked on it as much as I should, probably, to make sure that it's going okay. But feel free to join that Discord, and I always check it before I do start recording, see if anybody's in there before I go, or leave a message down below in the Discord. Tell me what time your guys are available. Hope I'm not leaving myself open though. I don't really know enough about that stuff. That's Mike is our tech guy. He's 1/3 of the Buffalo Brotherhood podcast team. So, but he's our tech guy and our audio guy, and he's our overall, probably our most talented individual. And he I haven't really ran it past him yet, so hopefully it works all right. But I think it's okay. So if you guys want to jump on there, the link is in the comments down below, or in the little, yeah, not the comments down below, but the little blurb down below this video, towards the middle. I think after Facebook, before the Twitter change, there's a link for the Discord channel. Because obviously I don't record steady. Like, I can't tell you I'm going to be there every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, like a streamer from 3 to midnight. I try to record when the schedule allows it and keep enough of a backlog. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why I had to grunt with effort there to push the button on my mouse, but if I was fishing for real, you would have done it. What we got? What we got? What we got? I'm going fishing today, I think. I haven't decided yet. Wouldn't mind wetting a line. Maybe if I do, I'll take some pictures and share it on the Twitter at Buffalo Cast. Or Bobcast Nation. I'm not sure which one I tweet to. I tweet to both of them, but there we go. Almost a 1.5 pound spotted bass. I'm not sure what my record on my spotted bass is, but some of these guys are monsters. Punches over 20 pounds. If you know, it's going to get us about $1,000 or more, between $1,000 and probably $1,500, which is good because the license, the advanced license for Florida, is like $4,000, and it's going to take us $8,000 to get there. And last time I checked, we were a little bit over 12. So if we get close to 15, I'd be happy. I'd feel satisfied. There we go. Another fish. Oh, fish on. Yeah. Yeah. Reel it in. Yeah. I mean, this is the like the grindy place right here. I mean, and they basically said it. They've added. There was a small update to Fishing Planet, in which they added some help screens and some tip screens, which I've left on because I like to check them out. I mean, I don't know if you can even turn them off, to be honest, but I was excited to see them. I think it's good user functionality. You know, I know some kids that play at school. I know a kid who plays at school, and he's asked me lots of questions, which are now answered essentially by the tip screen. So that's great. So it's helpful to have them there. And then in one of the tip screens, it actually talks about standing in the middle of the bridge and casting towards the dam and taking it in real slow to catch spotted bass, which I think is great. I mean, there needs to be something like this to help make sure that people can actually make the money they need to enjoy the rest of the game. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, and all this can be avoided if you want to actually just spend the money and buy, you know, bait coin or whatever. But if you don't want to spend the money and you don't want to buy the bait coin, there needs to be a way of earning your money. It's, if you've ever played WoW, World of Warcraft, or any other MMO, it's auction house versus, you know, doing it yourself. You could always go out and mine your own ore and make your own weapons and you know, level up your blacksmithing or whatever skills that needed to do jewel crafting or whatever. You could spend the time and grind your character all the way up to that, you know, and there's lots of people that I know that did that. Or you could, you know, earn gold a different way through quests or experience, or, you know, and then just buying that stuff off the auction house from other people who've already made it. So that's kind of what it is, but it adds that, obviously, that real world wallet mechanic of, instead of, you know, getting gold in the game otherwise. I guess you could have bought gold too, but that was always shady and not frowned upon, and I don't know that I really know anybody that ever did it, but I know it was a big deal. I played WoW for a few years, and I had left, and when I come back, my guy had been hacked and botted, and had to get all my stuff restored. I mean, it was a big deal. I sold all my stuff. and then basically just had him pathing around. I think it must have been Outlands. I can't remember where it was exactly. Just hitting ore. That was back in the big days when, you know, millions of people played that game every day. That was, now the game is, I don't know if people still play it or not. I haven't played it. I haven't really played it since my kids have been born. I think I showed it to Noah once when he was little. But there's a whole generation of kids out there that probably have no idea. I've never even tried it. It's crazy how quickly stuff like that gets left behind. Kind of like the Black Mesa series we're doing on the channel here. I mean, Half-Life has been historically one of the, you know, a very highly popular, highly critically successful video game that I'm 100% sure that most gamers today, or at least the kids today, 10, maybe 12, even maybe as old as 15 years old, have no idea about it. Maybe 15, you guys might have heard of it. I'm not sure. So you understand that most of my because most of the kids I know are my son's age, or a little bit older because they're fourth graders or so, because of that's what I teach. But yeah, I mean, I'm playing Black Mesa, and I didn't even play Half-Life the first time, so I'm playing Black Mesa essentially blind. But I did play Half-Life 2 on the orange box when Portal came out. Like, that's the other thing. Like, Portal came out. Dropping some frames. I'm not sure if it's in the capture device or it's in the actual recording. I don't know. We're going to get through the summer, and then we'll look at maybe upgrading some stuff. There it goes. Child O' Thrash has left. Let's see. Come on. Let me catch fish. I want to catch fish. I mean, video games is just one part of media here that sort of has left us behind. Oh, did I get it? No, I didn't get it. I wasn't sure if he was pulling out his bait out of the water, so I was pulling my bait out of the water, or what. This fog looks terrible. Looks terrible. So boring to look at now. Yeah, I'm trying to think of some other video games that have sort of been left by the sands of time. Like, obviously the Marios and stuff like that. They're still relevant because Nintendo, well, sort of relevant because Nintendo is sort of relevant. And then reboots have definitely kept, like, you know, XCOM and Tomb Raider still relevant, or re-relevant, I guess. Everything else pretty much has sequels out. I mean, there were lots of games that were popular or influential, I guess, to me as a kid, that are still sort of like Tomb Raider and Resident Evil were the first two games I remember getting for my PlayStation when it came out. And both those games, I think, just had releases this past year. Which, you know, be that as, you know, it's either a good thing or a bad thing, I'm not sure. Drink coffee. I mean, it's good because the products are still doing well, and by all accounts, the latest Resident Evil was pretty decent. And the original reboot, or the reboot for Tomb Raider, came out 2 years ago, I thought was really good. I haven't played the most recent one. But just trying to think. I mean, obviously they still do like Mario Karts. They still do stuff like that. They still do Maddens. They still do basketball and baseball games. Those have changed a little bit in popularity, but for the most part, they're still there. The soccer game, the rise of the soccer game has been interesting, but for the most part, it's not surprising, just because soccer in general has increased in popularity since I was a kid. The MOBAs, obviously, they didn't exist when I was younger, but MMOs did, and MOBAs and MMOs are essentially the same thing. Just MOBAs are faster paced. So MMOs give rise to MOBAs. MOBAs have given rise to this like Survivor, King of the Hill sort of scenarios, which are just more realistic MOBAs essentially. There's a fish. There's a fish. There's a fish. No, there's not a fish. I don't think there was. I think I just pulled it away. I didn't get to thing though. Look at both guys on either side of me caught fish. Castlevania maybe? Well, that's Nintendo, I guess, but Mega Man? That's a game that didn't really come back. At least not yet. But those are both Nintendo properties, and because Nintendo's been so poorly run lately, I guess I can understand that, but I would say like point and click adventure, but I just got Witness and the Humble Bundle, or the monthly Humble Monthly. That's it. And that essentially looks like a direct successor to Myst, without the clever puzzles, just line puzzles. So I got a 2-pound bass. That's not bad. 1.9 pound, I mean. 1.5. See, like that one's not 0.8 of a pound bigger. Let's keep it. Puts us at 23 pounds. One more cast. Then we're going to go. Then we're going to go and get all set up, I think. So if I'm missing any games that were around, or that maybe I said any games that you guys have never heard of before, leave that in the comments down below. Because I'd like to start that conversation. Yeah.
Can you start up the train?
No, not right now.
Why?
Because we got to go to church in a little bit.
When?
Maybe afterwards? Zoe wants to play with Noah's old electric train, Lionel train that we got out the other day. Could put it in it. I don't know. I don't speak that language. What should I say? No hablo. I don't know. What do you think that is? Hysterio. Italian, maybe? I don't know. I kind of want to look it up, but I don't have my phone. I'm just nibby more than anything else. It didn't look Spanish. Could have been maybe Portuguese. Maybe? I don't know. See, that makes me want to play GeoGuessr now. See, it's a different game altogether. Not an old game, a new game. It's a lot of fun. I feel like looking at Google Earth or Google Maps. It's a good time. Oh, we're running. Come on, we might have a big one here. Be nice to end on a big one. Oh, come on. Give me 1.9 or bigger, so I can beat that person. What'd we get? 1.4. Oh, that's alright though. See, everything's a lot more fun when you have that lighter tackle there. See, because with the green rod, or the green reel, excuse me, the St. Patrick's Day reel, we would have just reeled it right in. So we're gonna keep it, and we're gonna leave for the day. So let's exit out and leave. We fished through both peaks. The fog was kind of driving me nuts anyway. how much? Okay, we'll see here. Ready to leave? Let's see how much money we made. 18. Not bad. Not bad. 1850. Would have had 2007 if we'd had a premium account, but we don't right now. Traveling back home. We are not going to repair that. Nope. Cancel. That'll take more than what we earned today to do that. That puts us at 14.1. If we click the Everglades here, we see it's going to take $8,000 to get there. I'd like to spend at least 2 days there. Puts us at 9,000. Okay, and then we go to shop, and just to look at the license, Florida, the advanced license for 1 day, which is fine because remember the licenses are 24 hours of real time. 24 hours of real time, not in-game time. So if we go and fish there for 1 day, we can do it. Now the basic license is only 2,000, but I'd hate to. Let's see. Let me see. We have to release trophy unique largemouth, trophy unique snook, trophy unique drums. We have to release all tarpon, and we have to release all peacock bass. So, but we do have to take bowfin, bowhead, because they're trying to get rid of them. So, and I'm not worried about this because we got a pretty big. Obviously, we got a big net. But I mean, I can't imagine catching a tarpon or a peacock and having to release it. So we really want to go for this one. So that's $4,000. Let's go back to the map. So 4,000 plus that puts us at 13. So we can do it with 1,000 left over. So let's check the shop rod. We want a spinning rod of a higher caliber. We just opened that one for 5. So we would have to basically do what I just did in Texas 2 more times. Now if we went smaller, 4,000, that's not bad. 5,000 in general. Might as well, to me though, I figure might as well just go big. As big as we can go. So that's our goal there. So we need basically 5 more thousand by Tuesday. And that's what we're going to set our goal for. So if you got any suggestions on what I should do, obviously we convert Baitcoin, but we're trying to save our Baitcoin because we want to buy those advanced licenses outright. So we never have to worry about them again. I wonder what premium costs us. Premium accounts be 99 cents for 1 day. Maybe we go premium for a day, and we just fish our heart's content out when we can stay and play. I don't know. We will see. Maybe we just do this one, 50 cents for a day, and go to the pond pass and go. I don't know. I don't want to do that though. I like the fact that we're challenging ourselves and earning this money with real money, or not with real money, but with our fishing skill and prowess. But yep. So that's our goal. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you come back on Wednesday when we will be in the Everglades, even if it's just for 1 day, even if it's just our regular gear. I really appreciate all the viewership and all the following we've been getting. Make sure you hit that like button if you like the videos. Hit that subscribe button if you want to be a member of the lodge. And we'll see you next time. See you guys. Bye-bye.